Hey guys, it's Dorian Ray, and today we're going over Bastion. Bastion is a DPS that's pretty much a tank since he has 300 total HP, with 100 of that being armor. He has two passives, the normal DPS passive of quick reloads after an elimination, and his own passive, Ironclad, that reduces damage by 20% while transformed. He has two forms, Assault form and Recon form. While in Recon, he has his normal movement speed and uses a normal gun, while in Assault mode, he has a minigun. He has minus 35% movement speed and takes 20% less damage. His abilities are Reconfigure and Tactical Grenade. Reconfigure allows him to swap forms for 6 seconds. It has a cooldown of 10 seconds. While forms are swapped, his other weapon automatically reloads after 1.5 seconds. The grenade is an arcing projectile that explodes when it hits enemies or touches the ground. It can bounce off the wall one time but explodes after that. It deals 15 damage on impact with an AoE explosion of 4.5 meters, dealing 100 to 30 damage depending on how far from the center the enemies are. It can damage Bastion himself if he's too close, but because of this, it can be used to do a super jump to help you get to high ground, or just surprise somebody by jumping over an obstacle. This ability has an 8-second cooldown. His ult is called Configuration Artillery. When Bastion ults, he becomes a mortar cannon and can fire 3 shells where he wants. They deal 550 damage in the center, 200 to 250 damage in the inner ring, which is 2.25 meters radius, and 200 to 30 damage in the outer ring. The circle has a max range of 6.5 meters. Since the ult is technically projectile based, it can be blocked by barriers or destroyed by D.Va's defense matrix and abilities like it, along with being able to be deflected by Genji. While in his ultimate, Bastion cannot move or see what's going on around him, so it makes him very vulnerable. His weapons are hit scan and differ for the configuration he's in. While in recall mode, his default form, he has a normal gun that deals 25 damage per shot up to 30 meters and falls off to 7.5 damage at 50 meters. It fires 5 rounds per second and has 25 max ammo, and reloading takes 1.5 seconds. In Assault mode, he has a minigun that deals 12 damage, up to 30 meters and falls off to 3.6 damage at 50 meters. Although the damage is half of his normal gun, he's able to shoot 30 shots per second, meaning he can deal 360 damage per second. While in this mode, he doesn't have to reload and cannot headshot. Unlike his normal gun that has pinpoint accuracy, this form does have bullet spread, so along with dealing less damage at range, it is also less accurate. As a hero, Bastion's Assault mode has some of the highest damage output in the game, being able to shed through barriers and heroes in seconds. Since it slows him down and he has a fairly large hitbox in the first place, he's a very easy target, but if you get in the way of his bullets, you'll die in about half a second if you're not a tank. Bastion is usually a frontline DPS and needs a support with him to keep him alive since he's an easy target, but because of his insane DPS, unless you're a Genji or a Tracer, it's usually not a good idea to dive him. His grenade deals a lot of damage, especially if you hit directly, and because of the movement possibilities with it, he can get into some pretty good positions, but with the damage he does to himself to do it, it puts him at a slight disadvantage. Players usually swap to Bastion to be an anti-tank pick since he can shred through most tanks fairly easily, and paired with a Mercy damage boost, his damage is ridiculous. While playing as Bastion, it's recommended to take out high DPS characters first or slow-moving characters. And now you know about Bastion. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. More videos like this should be coming soon, and I hope this helps.